Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. You are now in the den, okay? Relax, relate, release. Pick up your feet, honey. Child, what the hell is this foolishness? Shawna and Mia, I'm so disappointed with the both of y'all, okay? The both of y'all was trying my nerves this episode. Now, I just said last week that sometimes y'all take turns, okay? One episode I'm mad with Mia. One episode I'm mad with Shawna. Sometimes some of the things people were saying about Shawna, I wasn't seeing it. But then last week, girl, you came with that nonsense. And I'm like, no, okay? So I really wanted to see, are the girls going to be able to bring it back together after that? You know, even Chastity had her moment where she kind of messed up, but overall Chastity has been coming through and there's no denying that, okay? And I wanted to know, you know what I'm saying, was Mr. Maurice where I thought Mr. Maurice was? But I can say, ladies, okay, I did not think it was possible to go backwards and forward at the same damn time. And they proved me wrong, you guys, because that is exactly what they did in this episode, okay? They went backwards and forward and backwards at the same damn time, okay? I need y'all to get it together. Seriously, let's go ahead and get into this episode, y'all. So we started out this episode with Miss, Raina Rain. She's sitting here doing this damn photo shoot, and the photographer keep telling her, spit that game, tell the real, talk your shit and all of this. And Raina Rain seems to be confused as hell, okay? She didn't know what the hell to talk about, so she just was spitting out a whole bunch of different random stuff where I was like, girl, what are you talking about, okay? And at the same time that I said that, you could see that all the comments is coming in and all of them are bad. Everybody is saying, what is wrong with this girl, okay? Is she having a seizure? Does she need some type of medical treatments? What is happening? So Francois basically is sitting there and he's looking at all the comments and he says to her, like, from now on, you can't go nowhere without me, okay? I have to be with you everywhere that you are going, all right? Then we see, Shawna, she's still laying down in this bed watching that damn disaster freestyle that she did. And she get up and start talking about, stay tuned, making this video saying we cooking up something for y'all. No, y'all didn't think that's all we had, all right? See y'all later. And putting on this fake ass smile. And of course, when she hangs it up, when she clicks off or whatever, she's just still sitting here looking sad and depressed, all right? She still ain't getting no damn answers from Maurice. She ain't getting no answers from Mia. You can see she sent her like 5 texts. Mia's still not trying to mess with her, which is understandable, okay? I completely get Mia still being in her feelings. Of course, when we see Miss Mia, she's still laid up in the bed with Lamar, okay? They nice and cozy and relaxed talking about good morning to you, okay? And then you hear little Melissa like, mommy, and all of a sudden they start getting up, running all around the room, and she telling him he got to get out of here, and she don't even want him to go out the door, baby. She want him to go out the window. Meanwhile, she don't put his shirt on, and when she opened the door, little Melissa's like, that's daddy's shirt he had on yesterday, okay? Kids is not stupid, all right? And, she just tried to hurry up and get her up out of there. So then we seeing that, Mia is basically on her way to work. She's coming in, dragging her feet, look like she don't want to be there. And she's looking around, and this lady immediately comes up to her to complain about her AC not working. She's like, look, lady, I'm literally just coming in, right? And we see that Maurice is still not at work either. It's somebody else in his place. So she go and ask one of the other girls that's working there, like, hey, did, Benny and Maurice switch shifts or something? And the girl is like, I don't know. And then she's like, I catch on. I know what the heck is going on here, right? I've been here before. And Mia's like, Shawna rather is like, what are you talking about? Okay. And she is like, girl, all I could tell you is that don't get caught up. Don't get attached. She's like, Maurice is always going to look out for Maurice. So obviously she done had some shenanigans, okay, with Maurice or somebody else in the workplace. But she definitely sees what it is. So, Shawna, of course, is just looking kind of stupid in the face when she walk away after she says that. So then we see Duke. She's sitting at the uncle, sitting at the table with her uncle kicking it. Okay, Duke got her hair out, baby. All right, Duke is letting it go, letting her hair flow. It looked mighty beautiful, if I may say so myself. So, he's saying, listen, I done taught you how to deal with these hoes, okay? You are not on top of your stuff. You supposed to be controlling your bitches. Your bitches ain't supposed to be controlling you. So she says that's not the problem, okay? This problem is basically the group, all right? That's the problem, Shawna and her dumb ass, all right? And so he says that's because you've been giving people too many chances. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you are still supposed to be dealing with them as hoes, okay? It might be a different business, but hoes is hoes, and they don't know what's good for them. You tell them what's good for them, right? And you are basically supposed to be on top, sitting on top of the damn pyramid, okay? Not at the bottom, you know? So he says you need to pull out your shit and, you know, show them who's boss. Either that or get the hell up out of here and go home. All right. So that, I guess, was the little, you know, talk that Miss Chastity, aka Duke, needed. So, you know, you have Mia venting to her friends and she's saying how, you know, that's it. She ain't messing with her no more. That's, you know, she done had enough of that bitch. She's moving on. She's done with her and all of that. And of course, her friends never cared that much for Shawna to begin with. So they like, do you want me to be her ass girl? Okay, we will go ahead and beat the mess out of her for you. And she's basically like, you know, y'all the only ones that I'm messing with. So, you know, she asking them if they want more drinks. And they like, nah, we about to head out. She like, head out where? Y'all trying to leave me? They said, well, you was here trying to have this sister circle. She said, yeah, I was. But if y'all going out, I want to go too, okay? So, you know, they got had to go out or whatever, or she goes and starts getting herself ready, saying that she would have been already ready had she known. So as Shawna's leaving work, she's basically seeing a call coming in from Chastity. She ignores that, you know. She's walking to this bus stop, and she decides, of all damn people, okay, she decides to sit here and text freaking Cliff, hey. I said, damn, Shawna, you really one of those people? Like, so if nobody else is answering or whatever, all of a sudden you're going to go backwards and you're going to hit Cliff up even after everything that you said to him and he said to you and everything that he did, and him telling you literally the last text that's there is that he was messing with Fatima, and that's who you going to decide to text? So she's one of those people that reminds me of a couple different characters from a couple of different TV shows, as well as people that I know, that they just can't be by themselves. They really don't know what they want. They are insecure, okay? Like Issa Rae's insecure, where, you know, if this person is not answering or that person is not answering or this person is not here right now, they're going to sit there and just hit up whoever, even if they know that it's not good for them or it's something that they shouldn't be doing, just because they don't want to be alone, all right? And they also don't really know what they want, so they kind of flip-flop and kind of go with whatever that particular person is saying that they want on at that time instead of standing on their own ground. That's what Shawna is giving me, and I'm not here for it at all, you know. So as she's getting on, you know, the bus, she's leaving Mia another message or whatever, and then when she gets on the bus, she finally does get a call, okay, a FaceTime from Mr. Maurice, and lo and behold, he was where I thought he was and where a lot of people thought he was, okay? He proceeds to say, girl, I was locked up, because she's basically like, what happened to you? I've been calling you, I've been texting you, you've been in my A. He's like, I was in jail. She gonna throw her damn phone, you know, she talking about for what? And he was like, really, man, you don't understand for what? So she's like, oh my God, and throws her phone across the damn bus, then hurries up, runs and picks it up like, sorry, you know, basically this redialing, she gets back with him again. And he's like, bruh, and she's like, I'm sorry, I freaked out. She's like, what's going on? What happened? Is the phone tapped? She's like, I don't know what to do. Of course, she's real nervous right now, right? And he's like, just chill. You good, okay? He was like, just go home, take you a nice, you know what I'm saying? Put some water in the bath, take you a nice bath, chill, and I'm going to see you tomorrow, all right? I'm going to come over tomorrow. So she says, okay. She's basically repeating after him, you know, stumbling and stuttering and all nervous now, and says she going to go home and take this bath, right? Then we have, you know, Miss Chastity come walking out, right? And one of her girls is standing there waiting on her, and they're like, yo, you know, where you been? And she like, man, what the hell you want? Why you coming around? She was like, I've been waiting on you all day. I was ready to work. And Chastity's like, you was ready to work now all of a sudden? She's like, get off my car. So she like, Duke, for real? She's like, hell yeah, for real. I don't got time to play no more games with y'all, you know? She says, well, you gonna act this way towards me? I've been the one that's been a ride and die. I've been there with you from the beginning, you know, holding you down. It's supposed to be me and you. She's like, so I don't matter, you know what I'm saying? After everything I done, she's like, it's been me and you since the beginning. Like I said, we built this shit. And so Chastity said, hold up, we, this ain't France, okay? This my shit, not yours, okay? That's the problem. You need me, I don't need you. So you could go ahead and skip to Malou, my darling, okay? She ain't say that, but I'm saying that, She like, now watch out, get out my way. So, homegirl starts talking about, I understand. She was like, what, huh? Repeat that, say it again, let me hear it again then. So she was like, well, I need you, all right? And so she like, all right, get in the car. So I said, okay, Chastity letting these motherfuckers know, all right, that she ain't playing no games. So, we have Mia out with her girls and she's getting shout outs. They start playing Seduce and Scheme while she's here in the club. She's feeling herself. She goes on live and she's giving these shout outs and saying she don't mess with no bitches but these bitches right here, meaning her two, girlfriends, basically trying to throw a little shade and I guess show Shawna that she's out here in these streets and still enjoying herself and partying, right? And that she doesn't look at her as a real one. These is her day ones, okay? But at the same time, Miss Mia, you would not even still be getting this love and shown, these shout outs and having records played without y'all being a team. So I guess with her saying that she was over the whole thing with her and Shawna, it was kind of showing that you're actually still getting recognition and props based off of what you and Shawna did with each other, even though you may be mad at her with this situation. We also had the same guy that spilled the Hennessy on her, Mr. Cash, Chaser, I think was his name. He sends over some bottles and, they asking if she want to come over there for a minute. She like, nah, I'm with my girls. I ain't trying to mess with no dudes. Okay, I'm trying to just enjoy myself. So we gonna still keep these bottles, all right? So then we see Shawna go running home and Shawna is running in her damn room. The roommates is over here talking about they doing this choreography. Do she want to get down with it? She don't answer them. She runs directly into her room and is basically starting to delete all of the damn credit cards that she have all over her home computer and on her phone. I said, really, girl? So let me get this straight. Not only did you jeopardize your job where you work, stealing credit cards from clients that would stay in there, customers, where it's going to link back to you where you work, and you had it on your computer and your damn phone, but you think because you just deleted it from there, that means it's deleted and they still can't find it nowhere? Like, how stupid can you be, girl? You was begging to get caught with this, Shawna, okay? You played yourself in my DJ Khalil voice. And so then, she's over here looking at all the stuff in the room, and I guess she's just feeling like, how did I get here and all of that type of thing. And she starts to throw away the afro wig she has. She's throwing away rhymes and all this different kind of stuff, right? And we see that she does get a text back from Cliff where he talking about some, hey, I missed you. I said, boy, bye, whatever, okay? So, she don't look like she answered it. So now, at this point, me and her girls is leaving the club, and Cash drives up to her and was like, you remember me? She like, of course you do. I do. I was smelling like Hennessy all night. And he basically was like, we was about to go get something to eat. Follow us. And then, her friend is saying some other spot they should go to. And she's like, nah, matter of fact, I got an idea. Okay, so follow me. So she go ahead and take them out to this, like little diner type of restaurant or whatever where you could eat breakfast and different stuff out at, right? And then we see that Shawna is basically seeing Mia's live. In the meantime, she's actually in the waiting area waiting, and we see that she done took her behind to Francois. Okay, she says that she's been thinking, he said he was really shocked to even hear from her that she even hit him up, but at the same time he's glad that she did, right? And she's like, can we go somewhere and talk for a minute? And he's like, yeah, you was the last person that I was expecting to hear from. So she's just saying to him like, this apology or whatever, and saying that she's been thinking over the conversation that they last had, and at the end of the day he was right. Okay, and so she was like, I just want to know, can we start over? And he's telling her, listen, we like family, we like brother and sister. At the end of the day, we gonna argue, we gonna have our ups and downs and ins and outs, but when it's all said and done, we gonna always come back to each other. So she's like, well, that's great, I'm glad to hear that. She's like, we need a strategy, what I'm saying? I want to know, when you was talking about us getting money, what exactly was you talking about? And he says, well, I'm glad that you asked that question, all right? So then we actually see Mia and her crew out with Cash and his crew, and they just as nutty as a damn fruitcake, okay? They over here talking about, oh, girl, yeah, he got kids, okay? Apparently that's a turn on for homegirl, and she run over to the table. She asking, do you produce for him all the time? Do you write for him all the time? Are you working with him all the time? Do you have other artists? And in the meantime, while they're talking to the friends, you got Mia and Cash at the table, and he's basically saying like, yo, I want you, okay? Ain't no ifs, ands about it. I'm trying to push up on you. Ain't no point in me wasting no time. Mia's telling him, wow, you're real forward, aren't you? So they find out that they actually went to the same elementary school. He's tasting the food and he's like, man, I forgot how good this could be. So she's like, you grew up around here? And he was like, yeah. She was like, then how come I don't know you? How come I don't remember you? And he was saying he had only went to school there to like ninth grade. And then unfortunately he ended up, going to juvie and getting into trouble and all of that kind of stuff. So he tells her about this home invasion, and the person was actually home. All he seen was them pull out a gun, and he actually ended up shooting them. And she's like, oh my God, did they die? And he says, yes, a couple of days later. So then, she kind of sat up straight after he said that. So he was like, oh, no, 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 please don't tell me, that you switching up on me now and you gonna hate me and all of that. And she just lets him know like her father is locked up too, right? And then you have some fans that come in and is asking to take his picture. Then they want to take her picture too. So then, her friends is crazy excited. They like, yeah, see, she doing her thing or whatever the case may be. Look at her, right? And they, of course, enjoying all of this or whatever, right? And they basically even start to make some little song. I forgot what it was. So then they go outside and she's getting in the car and he's talking about how he want to see her the next day. And his boys is telling him like, yo, you got the stuff to do tomorrow. He like, man, listen, either she could come with me or I'm not going or whatever. And she's like, nah, I got to work. So now his friends start laughing at him. And she was like, what are y'all laughing at? I got bills to pay, okay? So he tells them to bring him his shit. And when they bring it over, it's a big old bag, okay? He said it's a celebration and he gives her some stacks, okay? And tell her if she changed her mind about tomorrow, let him know. So now when they, when she get in the car, her friends is like, yes, they screaming and, celebrating or whatever. Like, yes, girl, you literally, got the bag. Like, forget about Lamont or whatever the case may be. Lamont who, right? This is where it's at. You really are doing big things. And so now all of a sudden, one of her friends gonna talk about, listen, you might need to stay in that group, honey, okay? You got to think about the bigger picture. So now all of a sudden, because of these little things that's coming your way, she needs to stay in the group. I'm like, all of y'all is full of crap, right? Because right now y'all are reaping the benefits of it, all right? But I did not like that shade, and I didn't like the fact that they was trying to be like, oh, Lamont who and this and that. I'm like, really? I'm sorry, Miss Mia. That's what we gonna do. We gonna throw Lamont to the side now because some other guy came and threw a couple dollars at you. So we don't see no growth, okay, where there should be growth. Where we should have learned a lesson from us seducing and scheming and getting flown out for a dude to kick us out of nowhere and all of that. We still coming back to do the same things when Lamont literally has shown that he has grown and he has stepped up and he has trying to be there for you. And I was not liking that from Mia, okay? So that's where you disappointed me at this episode, girl, amongst other things. So now we get Chastity here and she's like, look, I wanted to speak my mind. I needed to come on and talk to both of y'all. Mia gets there first and she's like, is Shawna coming or not? And she's like, yeah, she's coming. So she's like, there she go right there, matter of fact. So when she gets there, they all sit down. And like I said, Chastity says, listen, I wanted to have this conversation face to face, lay the cards out on the table, let y'all know where my mind is at right now, okay? And she basically was like, regardless of how y'all feel, y'all got something special. Y'all need to recognize that, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, don't let your egos get you messed up and carried away or whatever, right? And she says, this wouldn't be possible without me. Now, freaking Shawna had the nerve to laugh. And she said, regardless of how you feel, I get the job done. I've been doing the job I was supposed to do. I made the connections and I put y'all in the places that y'all was supposed to be in, okay? My name does mean something here, okay? So don't try to take that away from me, and she was like, I've been the plug, and she's not lying about none of that, right? So she says, y'all couldn't get shit done in this city without me. I could build y'all or I could break y'all. That part is up to y'all. It's y'all choice. And she get up and she walk away, okay? She says, call me when you know what the hell you want to do. So at this point, now it's just Shawna and Mia there, and Shawna's still trying to laugh and talking about she's so extra, and Mia was like, no, but she's right. Your ego is going to get the best of you. She was like, you played yourself, okay? And And she said, I'm trying to keep it cute, but it ain't no group without me either, all right? It ain't no seducing scheme, ain't no nan better. So Shawna's like, I know. She's like, do you? Do you really know? Do you know? Because I know what I bring to the table, okay? And I'm tired of playing games with you, and I'm tired of your bullshit. And so Shawna's still talking about, I know, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. She's like, look, I know how important you are to me, and I really still care about this. She was like, as a matter of fact, I done been out here trying to handle some business, okay, and I've been working on an opportunity for us, and this is big, all right? This is what I was trying to call and tell you earlier. We got a chance to go on tour with this big artist. So Mia's like, tour? So she's basically like, yeah, tour all across the country, girl, all right? A paid tour. So I'm already like, who's it with? Who's it with? Who's it with, Shawna? So, she's still basically apologizing to me or whatever the case may be, right? And Mia's just like, yeah, girl, whatever. And she even tells her, we don't have to be friends, but, you know what I'm saying, this is actually working for us and this could change our lives, right? We got to at least give it a try on that perspective. So, Mia says, look, I ain't doing shit if we ain't working with Chastity. So, Shawna talking about some, wait, why? She said, because she been down for me, okay? And I'm riding with who ride with me, period. And that I do agree with Mia on, okay? So Shawna was thinking about it for a minute, and then she goes, all right, deal. And Mia says, you know what I'm saying, there's a deal too. Right, so they agree on something. Then we see Chastity saying, I wish I could tell y'all we about to be on some new shit. I can't say it, but I can say I'm revamping my business, baby. Okay, it's about to go down. And, y'all will be seeing us making these big waves, right? And, of course, we still seeing her sleeping in the damn car. We seeing Mia throwing the money on the bed that Cash gave her, talking about, look at it, it's crazy. You ain't got to just scheme them or whatever. If you doing it right, you know what I'm saying? You still get what you want. And so then we see Lamont come to her and she telling him we in a good place. When Melissa, I got good shit going on over here. She was like, if we was meant to be together, then we would have already been together. So I ain't trying to go backwards. And he's like, backwards? And she's like, yeah. In the meantime, she's still recording, showing all this money, talking about don't play me. And he just walks off. I said, now, girl, you talking about you ain't trying to go backwards, but you just went backwards with you over here online on this live showing this money, talking crap about scheming and seducing. That's where you went backwards at, boo. But okay, carry on. So then we seeing, Shawna on this live or whatever. And of course, her and Mia both pop on it together and was like, what y'all thought? Okay, y'all really had all these breakup rumors going on or whatever the case may be. That's when you really know you made it. She's like, we got a special announcement. And of course, just like I thought, they on damn tour with Rain or Rain, okay? That's who they about to go on tour with. And of course you got Francois stooping his head in talking about Boom Tour, Boom Tour, new era, whatever, right? Show out girls, and they all laughing and stuff like that. And he's like, where the bottles at and all of that. And so now when Shawna was getting ready to get up to go get these bottles, one of the girls came over to her and was like, girl, you got somebody looking for you. And she's like, who? I'm not even scheduled to work today. I'm just here hanging out. And when she looked over, it's the damn Popo, okay? The police is there for Miss Shawna, all right? And so she just looking, honey, and basically that is how the episode goes off. But then we see, Shawna running, and I'm talking about, Shawna, don't run, girl, don't run. And that is how we are ending out season 1, y'all. I know that they got approved for season 2 when season 1 even first came out. So I'm so curious to see in season 2 what are we going to be getting. You know what I'm saying? Is Shawna going to be doing time? Because, honey, that was stupid. It was stupid for you to do something like that. You know how they say you don't crap where you eat, okay? And then Maurice spilled the beans on her, And so now... excuse me, here goes another problem, okay, as they was just about to go on this tour, because Shawna really thought she was just going to be able to go on this tour and get away and wasn't going to have to face the, consequences, okay? So what do y'all think? What did y'all think about this whole season? What do you think about this episode? Do you think Mia was right in what she said to Lamont, okay? Put it all in the comments. Let's discuss. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. All right. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Till next time, y'all. Toodaloo.